Hey, everybody. So I'm really grateful to be here today. I was interested in talking to you about disruption, and so I went out on Twitter and asked people what they wanted to hear from me about, and I got a lot of feedback. And thinking about the feedback and thinking about how many people were open to writing me and asking me about what I was going to say, I decided that I would write back to them. In specific, write back to all the folks that do what I do and are passionate about what I do, which is blue ocean development, for reasons that I hope that you will soon understand. So here's my letter to blue ocean developers. Dear developers, first of all, I'd just like to thank you for being here on planet Earth. I know it sounds pretty cliche, but I appreciate you and your presence on our planet. Especially in times of turmoil, when so much is changing, it can be pretty hard to focus on anything, and focusing on game development is no exception. I wanted to let you know that I understand that you might feel like lately there's kind of no point in making video games. No point in design, no point in innovation, let alone penetration rates, virtual reality, augmented reality, merged reality, mixed, managed, or maybe mismanaged reality. I understand if it seems kind of pointless to you in the face of all these current events. I teach, you know. I run a company making experimental games and merging hardware. But I also spend a lot of time with young people who are just starting to figure out who they want to be in this world. And you know who they want to be? That's right. They talk to me about you all the time. How did they get started? How do they figure out where the really good game design ideas are? How can they make money and survive doing things that they really want to do? These are questions, of course, that I cannot possibly answer because each one of you is different, special, in your own way, doing the best that you can with the tools that you have. I wanted to take this 5 minutes today to say thank you, not just to those of you who are out there in the trenches right now, but to those of you that have been pushing on the boundaries of game design, disrupting all this time. Games have always been a place where the weird is celebrated, even when it doesn't make a lot of money or it doesn't make very much sense. We forget sometimes that the trends that we see right now are echoes of ideas that arose 10, 20, hundreds of years ago. Fate, chance, hope, suffering, winning, and losing. These themes are embedded in our oldest stories, some of our most ancient histories. You, by working in this medium, are exploring new ideas every day. You're bringing them to light in new ways, developing whole new languages for what it means to interact, perceive, and be. Many of you are very obscure right now. Many of you aren't very well funded, or famous, or working on a game with a marketing budget that's larger than most blockbuster films. But your work is the work that makes our industry grow. You are exploring the parts of the medium that no one has been to, poking around in the depths that everyone is afraid to explore. Red Ocean, you take a look at that situation and you steer your boat in a different direction. You are looking for something new. This is how you wrote the first networked video games, built the first 3D game engines, created the first simulation games that people played just because they were so goddamn fun. You sponsored and ran the world's first game jam on the planet Earth. You make games about romance, sex, intimacy, and love. You continue your work telling the stories of queer folks, women, people of color. And you are out there helping the next generation of creators get the confidence to get their stuff made with pride. I know that you might not have all the money in the world and the support that you feel you need, but I see you and I feel you. I know you were doing it for the love of it, and even if this time it doesn't work out, you will keep going. You'll figure out how to make the experiences that we can't imagine yet, and you'll surprise and delight us again and again. Thank you for believing in this crazy shit. I'm here today to let everyone know that you're worth investing in. You, the small, edgy person that no one knows about, You're the one we should be looking for. We're going to stand on this stage and make up a lot of slides and tell you about this marketplace. We don't really know what we're talking about. What we do know is that you matter. Your work matters. It makes the meaning possible. You might have a great resume, or know the perfect investor, or really even how to run a business. But the next time you tweet about your game, let us know that you're out there. I can't promise that anyone else is paying attention, but I am. And I love what you do. Thanks.